So I'm with Karlene Karst, one of my very favorite registered dietitians. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
I haven't seen you in a while.
I know. It's been a long time.
It has been a long time. Time flies when you have kids and you're busy and working and running companies, so I appreciate you coming to the show today. We were talking about having kids and how gut health is so important to keep our children healthy, to keep us as parents healthy. What is going on with our guts these days and what's being compromised?
Well, it's a great question because I think if we look at everything in health, we know that we have to start the conversation with the gut. Because the gut, as we say, is really the caveat of all healing.
Sure.
And so it doesn't matter if we're talking holistic and natural healing, no matter what part of the body we address, whether it's skin issues or joint or digestive concerns, we always start looking at the gut. And so you could be in your 50s or 60s and we would want to know how many antibiotics, for example, you took as a child, because that is going to impact the overall flora and the overall bacteria count in our gut. So when we look at our gastrointestinal tract, there should be about 80% good bacteria, healthy bacteria, and about 20% pathogen, toxin type bacteria that live there. In our society, because of excess sugar and stress and toxins and antibiotic sanitizers, antibiotic use, that ratio has actually been switched. So it's about a 20 to 80. 20% good, 80% bad, and that is one of the things that's wreaking havoc on our overall health. And so
let's think about that though. So if you have a skin problem, if you have a dandruff scalp problem, if you have psoriasis, if something's happening on the outside of your body, you should be looking to see what's happening on the inside first.
That's right. It's a reflection of what's happening inside.
Yeah.
And so where we start is the gut.
Yeah.
And so we want to repopulate those good bacteria. And we can repopulate the bacteria via a number of different ways. So fermented food is one of the things, and we know fermented food produces and provides lactic bacteria.
Right.
And the lactobacilli family of bacteria live in your upper small intestinal tract. They live in the vaginal tract in women. So women who commonly get UTI infections, yeast infections, we really want to look at repopulating those good lactobacilli bacteria that are supposed to naturally be there. And so your food is a great place to start because what you put into your body every single day influences how you feel, and especially when it comes to the bacteria that are living there.
But you know, we talk about fermented foods like it's something new. You look at kefir, which is a fermented type milk or goat's milk or dairy milk, and it goes back to the days of Jesus. It goes back to, they say that Muhammad brought it, and some say that it was a gift from Jesus. Like, it's that old. And
it's that old.
They don't even know where the grain, and we have pictures of that for you, the grain that makes the kefir, you can't buy it.
No.
Where did it originate from? And so there's a bit of a mystery behind kefir, which I love. And then you talk about the ugly SCOBY. I mean, that's how you make kombucha, and it's literally, it's this like mushroom sort of a gel that sits and eats the sugar in the tea and makes it to something amazing for you.
It does, and it's so revitalizing for the body because when you drink the kombucha, it really does cleanse and re-energize the body by providing the right type of bacteria, because that's one of the things, and when people feel tired and brain fog, it's one of the reasons is there's a lack of good bacteria in the gut. So kombucha has got amazing health benefits to really restore some of that vitality.
You know, I look back to my daughter who had, when she was little, a number of UTIs.
Yes.
And so as a little girl, she was getting so much antibiotics put inside of her that now I'm frantic to, because apparently it takes years. Once you take antibiotics, it takes years to repopulate the good bacteria in your tummy.
Especially if you're not doing additional things. So we always look at more fermented foods, additional actual probiotic that you can take that delivers right to the intestinal tract. So it bypasses what's going on in the stomach and it goes right to the upper small intestinal tract, which in particular for women and vaginitis, vaginosis, UTI infections is extremely important because that's where they live.
But isn't it crazy? So if I have a UTI, I'm then taking a probiotic or an antibiotic to clear it up, and then I'm sort of back to where I was again.
So when people take antibiotics, I always recommend, because there are times where you need to have an antibiotic. That's the whole amazing part of modern medicine. Take the antibiotic at the same time, different times of the day, and then follow it up with a fairly intensive dose for at least 2 weeks afterwards. So that will give your gut a chance to repopulate some of those good bacteria, because remember, the antibiotic can't decipher between good and bad bacteria. So although it's coming into our system to kill one particular bacteria that's causing the UTI, it's going to wipe out all of them. So in order to really repopulate, you want to make sure that you're taking the right combination of both lacti and bifidobacteria, and then take it for at least 2 weeks after.
Perfect.
Yes.
We have so much information on our website about probiotics and making your own kombucha and making your own fermented foods. So go to our website. Certainly Karlene's website as well is a fountain of information. Thanks so much,
Thank
as always,
you.
for being on the show.
Wonderful. Thank you.